Rwanda East Member of Parliament Henry Musasizi, who moved now the controversial clause to the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2016, says the debate on the bill will be the first agenda of the 10th Parliament since it has an implication on the budget.
The budget speech cannot be read until when all the relevant laws that affect the budget are passed. And by law, this process is supposed to be finished by 31st May.
But Buzaya MP Isaac Musumba says since the majority of members of the 10th Parliament are now new entrants, the bill that exempted MPs from paying income tax on their mileage and other allowances is likely to face challenges.
It means that we'll have to wait for the 10th Parliament to constitute committees, because once the bill is referred then to the Parliament, back to the Parliament, it must be referred to the relevant committee. And the committee will have to study it.
On Monday, President Museveni wrote to the Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, describing the decision by Parliament to grant themselves tax exemption as not only injurious to national revenue collection efforts, but also politically and morally incorrect.
Because the issue was, do we increase salary or we don't increase, but at the same time we don't pay the taxes? So now that he's saying we pay the taxes, it means the other window for increment of MP's salaries is open.
He declined to sign the bill into law. The president also pointed out that small income earners like teachers, nurses and other public employees cannot be expected to pay income tax on their consolidated little salaries, and yet members of parliament who earn considerably well are exempted. The Civil Society Budget Advocacy Group has applauded the president's move. They also want Article 85 of the Constitution that gives powers to members of parliament to determine their salaries amended.
We want them to respect the president's decision and also the views of the citizens. It's the citizens who voted them into power, and if the citizens have a say, we want it to be heard.
To give Parliament powers to determine its own emoluments is a conflict of interest.
But Bulisa MP Stephen Mkitare says the exemption is meant to improve service delivery by the MPs.
So the 10th Parliament is beginning from a bad note that public thinks Parliament doesn't want to pay tax. And yet, the allowances, including fuel, MPs get, is a pump price.
Herbert Ziwa, NTV.